Hey, sweetheart. Lean in close because I'm spilling a secret that landed like a soft thunderclap 7 nights running. When I finally swapped my usual bedtime brain blizzard for a bedtime whisper that flipped my world from weary wake-ups to wonder-filled dawns. Imagine this: I tumbled into sheets after a day that dragged like damp denim, kids' chaos corralled, emails evaded like old enemies, that bill pile leering from the lamp's low light. And instead of letting my mind mount its midnight mayhem, replaying regrets and what-ifs till the walls wept, I breathed 3 gentle lines into the hush. No fancy frequencies, no fogged crystals on the sill, no hour-long hypnosis haze, just words, warm as wool, voiced like vows to a velvet void. Come the 8th sunrise, I didn't jolt awake, armored for another slog. No, eyelids lifted lazy to lacework, light filtering the drapes like a lover's lazy grin. My frame floating light as if I'd feasted on the moon's milky glow overnight. And as I ambled to the aroma of auto-brewed brew, a melody meandered up unbidden, honest-to-goodness humming, the melody that murmurs when your marrow's been mending in secret all along. Chances, they didn't clamor at the casement, they caressed, like chance calls from cherished contacts with uncanny cue, notions nesting neat as nested birds, a buoyancy bubbling that banished the blahs. If your inner skeptics scoffing now, murmuring manifestation moonshine, I've mooned over midnight mantras that fizzled by first light. I feel you, I was there, cynicism's cold shoulder, my constant companion. But linger a luminous 12 minutes, soul to soul, because this isn't harvested from hazy how-tos or harvested hype. It's the hushed ritual I road-tested in my own ragged rhythms, fusing Florence Scovel Shinn's word-as-wand wisdom with the wiring wonders neuroscientists now illuminate, morphing your mattress murmurs from Malais's monologue to morning's manifesto. By this breath's end, you'll cradle a 7-sunset strategy to sample solo, one that sidesteps perfection's pitfall for peace's pure path, priming your pilot house for the possibilities you've been pining for since the pillow first felt like a prison. You recognize that rogue hour, right? The one where the hearth hushes to a heartbeat's hush, the last lather lingers in the sink, the laundry lurks like lazy specters, and you fold into the familiar fold of your fitted sheet, famished for the forgetfulness of 40 winks, only for your noggin to notch up the noise to nightmare levels. It's the inner impresario's intermission gone awry, spotlighting the day's duds, the curt quip to your closest confidant that cut too close, the cart conundrum at checkout, where just this once juiced the juggernaut, the app's arid arithmetic, accusing you of always a hair's breadth from broke, all while tomorrow's tableau twirls through your temples like tangoing tormentors at a tango of trepidation. You thrash like a thwarted thespian, timepiece taunting from 10 to 2, tallying to-dos till your temples thrum, hissing hush now, you've hauled enough. But the worries win the waltz, weaving a woof of woe that woos you from slumber's shore, surfacing sodden and spent, a shade shambling through sunrise's summons, stealing for the sequel of same old shuffle. If that's the libretto lulling your lids, the lurid loop that's laced your latter years with lassitude's leaden lace, then tune to this tender truth, no nursery rhyme recited. Those terminal 15 ticks before twilight takes you are your subconscious's sovereign sanctum, the silken sluice where your brain's behind-the-scenes brigade, those indefatigable neural night navigators, nests the day's nuggets, rewiring rails while you ramble realms of ridiculous reveries, from feather-falling flights to faux pas in finery. Scholarship sheds the spotlight sharp as theta's tranquil tide laps in. Your mind's memory mill magnifies the marooned missives, those marooned musings minted in the margin, inscribing them indelible into dawn's design, like ink on innocence's page. Spoon-feed it strife's scraps, rehashed heartaches, heaped high on how will I hold the helm. The harsh I'm hardly hanging in, and it hatches a hazy herald, homing to hardship's hum. But broadcast bees banquet, gratitude's gleam, growth's gracious grasp, guidance's glow, and you hijack the helm, helming heliotrope horizons, from ho-hum haze to hallelujah's herald. The bedtime bard birthing breakthroughs from the brink. Florence would flourish the flourish, your utterances no utterance untamed. It's ukase unleashed. A ukase the law laps up like lore long lost, commanding cartography concealed. You've been brandishing it backward, blissfully blind, letting last breath laments like tomorrow's too taxing, or I'm too threadbare to thrive lullaby your latent light into lackluster limbo, limbing lightless letdowns. No finger wag, fierce one, frowns are the fetter. We're fraying free with a bedtime benediction, brutally bare, soul-soothingly sincere, sans the sideshow of starry-eyed supplements or stentorian slogans that sting like static. This is your triune tapestry, a twilight trinity to trill into the tuck, tailored to your tempest, throat throttled by tomorrow's talks. Trill tomorrow, tongue ties, truth tenderly, threads weaving warmth without warp, vocations vise, venture vivid tomorrow, vistas of valor unveil, ventures venturing vibrant, kins knots, kindle kind tomorrow, kinship knits closer, colloquies, cradling care, first thread, relinquish the residue, raw as rain, on rusted rails, blessing the baggage without bolting it to your being, subside into the swaddle, survey the span from sun's scramble to set's sigh, the snappish sally that smarted, the statement stack staring stark, the subtle success skimmed swift, and exhale ethereal. I bless this day's daring, every detour and devotion, and deliver it to divine's discerning draft. What's woven for my weave, I wield with will. What's not, I now unfurl like fog from fields. Savor it, no nailed-down nirvana, but a nubile nudge, unyoking the unending entourage of everyone's entanglements you've endured alone, etching evening as enclave, not emporium, for the ether's excesses. It's the woman's wager, we warehouse keepers of the world's whims. Relinquish reclaims the realm for repose, murmuring you're made for meadows, not manacles. Second thread, decree the dream's domain, drawing down deep drafts of delight like a dowser divining the divine, dovetailing your dimension with the daedal's design. Breath balanced as a bridge's beam, body buoyant as a buoy's bob, voice veiled in velvet's vow, venture vivid, infinite intelligence. I now invoke immersive, invigorating interlude, and a luminous liberated launch under grace's gossamer guide, in ways wondrously wrought and wisely woven. No neophytes nod to the nebulous. This is your nexus with the nougat of now, commanding the continuum to cocoon your core, not coddle the cacophony. Immersive, invigorating interlude invites the immersion that inlays the inroads, interlacing the interrupted. Luminous, liberated launch limbs the ledge where your lid lifts lyric isn't lament but lilt. Alow, it's luminous to the latent, under grace's gossamer guide, in ways wondrously wrought and wisely woven. Waltzes the whims, your whisper the warrant, the weavers of worlds the weft of the warp. No wrenched wonders, but whimsical waves that wash your way. Florence would flourish the fervor. You're not nagging the nightshade. You're naming it noble, netting the neural nexus to nurture, not niggle. Theta's tied from tumult to trove of tranquility. Third thread, instruct the intermission, imprinting interims with an intimate interpolation to your inner interimists. The subconscious sentinel scripting sunup score. Tailor the timbre to your tempest, thwarted by throat's throttle. Tryst tomorrow, timbre ties truth tenderly, tones threading tenderness. Vexed by vocation's vice, venture tomorrow. Vistas of verve, unveil. Ventures venturing vivacious. Kinships knots. Kindle tomorrow, kinship knits kindred. Colloquies, cradling without cramp. Vocalize vivid. Vibe the vivacity. Voice the vaulted vista. Feel the flutter of its unfurling unbidden. This isn't insubstantial inkling. It's the inner imperative inscribing intent. Your interlude interpolation, ensuring the interim's echo endowed. Edging eyes to espy excellences from the expanse. Edging from enigma's edge to enlightenment's embrace. Customize the cadence. Career conundrum. Tomorrow, callings cascade clear. Commissions crowning creative. Hearts harbor harried. Tomorrow harbors heal in harmony. Hearts holding hands without hitch. The thrill? Theta's takeover. Your twilight treatise tuning tomorrow's tone. From trepidation's tango to triumph's tarantella. The subconscious sentinel saluting sir. Yes, sir, to your sunset summons. Why this weaves its wizardry. Your subconscious is no scoffer at slumber's sill. It's silken, sea sponge, sopping sunset sentences, sends the daytime doubter's dirge, filing them fervent into the frontal folds, forging fresh fire paths while you frolic in Freudian fables of flight or finery, faux pas. Scholarship spotlights the sorcery. Slumber's synaptic symphony spotlights the send-off. Theta tides trafficking terminal thoughts to tomorrow's throne. Neural networks nodding noted to your nocturnal notes. Birthing behaviors bolder, biases brighter. From bleary dread to dawn's delighted dalliance. Skeptical still, I was, scoffing simplicity, like a sailor scorning stars for steering, till the seventh sunset softened the scoff, and the eighth sunup sang a serenade. No neon nirvana, no lottery's leap, just a lighter lift from linens, a laugh lingering longer over latte's lather, an awareness awakening to allies I'd always averted, an ease edging out the everyday's edge. It's the ripple of release, reclaiming repose, decree dialing divine's download, instruction imprinting intent, subtle as sunrise's sigh, seismic as seasons shift. No one's nailing you to nirvana's nail. This isn't the manifest or maroon merry-go-round. It's the gracious guild for the genuinely gassed, the grace for the guardians grinding guardianship's gale. 7 sunsets spark the splendor. Sunset 7, no strain. Mantle a moonlit memo. Bless, decree, instruct. Murmur it misty or mighty. Missing a midnight's mere misdemeanor. The law lingers lavish, not ledger locked. Fidelity forges, not the flawless. 3 twilights a 10-day tally turns the tide. If the heavy harvest heavier, diagnoses darkening doorways, divorces dismantling dreams, dollars dwindling to dire straits, this blooms brighter still, bedtime's balm, buffering the barrage, not blinding it, but birthing a bastion where breath bolsters the breach. Hope's hush, harmonizing the havoc's hum. You're not negating the nightmarish, you're nesting nobility, scripting sunrises that salute the strife with serenity's scepter, stepping from survival's scrimmage to sovereignty's stage. The subconscious sentinel saluting your sunset, summons with sunup's subtle salute. Tonight's your tender trial by twilight, Temptress of the tuck, tumble timely, tally one thanks. That toddler's toothless triumph is a tiny trove. Trace one trait tending. I'm tending toward tenacity. Thresholds my throne. Tender one tomorrow's tip. Dawn delivers dialogues divine. Delight dancing in every dialect. Vocalize velvet. Vibe the victory veiled. Voice the vaulted vista. Feel the flutter of its unfurling unbidden. Then twilight's truce with the tender. Let lids lower like lotus on lagoon's lap, letting the law labor luminous while you lounge in lunar lullaby's lap. Dawn. Discern the drifts delicately. Demeanor less daunted by day's demands. Decisions dappled with daring's dew. Delight darting like a doe in dawn's dell. Journal the jewels, jejune or jewel-toned. Jot just jarred a joy's jolt to juice the jaunt's joy. This hummed home like honey to the hive? Hum it heavenward, below. Broadcast one bedtime boon. Grateful for the glow that guided my grit through the gale today. Your gleam glimmers another's gloom to gold's gradient. Gratitude's galaxy growing galactic. Tag the twilight-tossed temptress. Your taper torches their tenebrous trek to triumph's torch. Subscribe to the sanctum's serenade. Succinct sunsets, sane surplus sprawl. Solely sparks, scripting sweeter sunrises. Soul-stirring symphonies for the seeking. You've hummed the hymn of the hush. Hum it homeward. Heed the hush's holy hint. Harvest hope's hidden hoard. Your tomorrow's tuned, tender and true as twilight's truce. Whisper it willing. Wake to its wonder woven wild and wise. Sweet slumbers summon sweeter sun-ups. You've grasped the grace, glide in it, glowing.